Okay, so like today we're gonna dive into something uh pretty wild.
Yeah.
Kawasaki Heavy Industries.
Kawasaki.
Yeah, the motorcycle company.
Yeah, the motorcycle folks.
Exactly. They just unveiled this concept that's like straight out of science fiction.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, we're talking about CORLEO, a hydrogen-powered ride-on robotic horse.
A robotic horse.
Or a robotic horse.
No, come on.
It's insane.
That's future stuff right there.
It is. And to like get all the details on this, we're going to be looking at an article from the Daily Mail.
Yeah, the Daily Mail had a pretty good write-up on it.
Yeah, they did. They did.
And, especially for folks over in the USA who are, keeping an eye on what's next in transportation.
Right.
I think this is a really fascinating deep dive.
It is.
What does this mean for how we're all going to be getting around in the future?
Yeah.
Especially, if you're not just sticking to the roads, off-roading.
Exactly.
This could be a game changer.
It is a huge surprise, though, right? Kawasaki, I think of like, those really powerful motorcycles.
Sport bikes.
Yeah, sport bikes. Those like really loud.
Ninjas and stuff.
Yeah, the Ninjas, exactly.
Super fast.
Super fast.
And now they're thinking about like a 2-seater quadruped.
Yeah.
That they say can handle like almost anything you throw at it.
Yeah.
Any terrain.
It's not even like an incremental thing. It's like a complete reimagining of what a vehicle could even be.
It's a total paradigm shift.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, they debuted this thing at the Osaka Kansai Expo back on April 4th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was part of Kawasaki's Impulse to Move project.
Okay.
And the name CORLEO.
CORLEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty catchy.
It is catchy.
Yeah.
Makes you think of like, something powerful and fast.
It does. It does.
I mean, Kawasaki is calling this thing a revolutionary off-road personal mobility vehicle.
That's a mouthful.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's true, right? Like,
Yeah.
forget your typical ATV.
This is different.
This is on another level.
And the way you control it is really interesting too.
Yeah, how does this thing work?
So you steer it just by shifting your weight.
Like leaning?
Yeah, like leaning. And the AI,
Oh, wow.
the AI and the vision system like figure out the best way to go.
So it's got like sensors and cameras all over it.
Yeah, and it uses AI to like process where you're leaning and then tries to figure out the safest way to actually get there.
That's wild. Like, it's almost like riding a real animal.
That's what I was thinking.
Just like subtle shifts in your weight
Yeah.
and it responds.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the article actually talks about this this reassuring sense of unity.
Unity.
Yeah, that the system creates by watching how the rider moves.
Okay.
It's like it's trying to create this really close connection between the person and the machine.
So it's not just about like giving you a ride.
Yeah.
It's about like working together.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really compelling idea in the world of robotics.
It is.
Like in the future, getting around might not even feel like we're using a separate machine.
Right.
It might feel like an extension of ourselves.
Like we're just like we have extra legs or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And the AI is like the brains figuring out how to move those legs.
Yeah, it's wild stuff.
Especially over rough terrain.
Exactly. That's the real challenge.
Yeah, but I do have some bad news for anyone who's like ready to run out and buy this thing.
Yeah, what's that?
Kawasaki has said that this is just a concept.
Oh.
And they're looking at like 2050. 2050.
That's a long ways off.
It's a long ways off. So no pre-orders just yet.
No pre-orders.
Okay, so this is really like a long-term vision.
It is. It's
Yeah.
really interesting, though.
It is. It's a glimpse into the future.
It is.
A future where Kawasaki wants to be a leader in this new kind of mobility.
Yeah, and speaking of the future, the article says that CORLEO's design is like inspired by nature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so each of its 4 legs ends in this like left-right divided structure.
Left-right divided structure.
Yeah, it's basically like a cloven hoof.
A hoof.
Yeah, like you'd see on a mountain goat or something.
Oh, okay.
And that's not just for looks.
No, I was going to say there's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah, so those hooves are specifically designed so it can handle all sorts of different terrains.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like grasslands, rocky trails, even like uneven ground, like rubble.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's not going to get stuck as easily as like a car or a truck.
Exactly. Exactly.
Interesting.
And get this, the rear legs have this like forward hinging action.
Forward hinging.
Yeah, so it's like how a wolf or a horse runs.
Okay.
You know how their legs kind of swing forward?
Yeah.
It's different from like those robots we see from Boston Dynamics.
Right. Like Spot.
Yeah,
the front.
Spot. Yeah, where the legs are kind of facing backwards.
Yeah, those are creepy.
They are a little creepy.
This sounds a little more natural.
It does. And the article says those rear legs, they can swing up and down independently from the front legs.
Independently.
Yeah. And that's supposed to help absorb the impact.
Oh.
And keep the rider stable, like if you're going up a hill or something.
So it's all about stability and balance.
Exactly.
It's really mimicking how animals move.
It is. It's amazing. And they even thought about how the rider's going to feel.
Okay.
Like how to make it comfortable.
Yeah.
So CORLEO has stirrups.
Stirrups, like a horse.
Like a horse.
Oh.
Yeah, to help you keep good posture.
That's cool.
And Kawasaki says that along with like sensors in the handlebars, you can steer just by shifting your weight.
So no steering wheel.
No steering wheel.
You just lean.
You just lean.
And it goes.
It goes.
That is so cool.
It is.
It's like they've thought of everything.
They have. And here's the really interesting part, especially for our listeners in the U.S., and really anyone who's concerned about the environment.
Okay, what's that?
This thing is powered by a 150cc hydrogen generator.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Wow, that's cutting edge.
It is.
So it's not gasoline.
No gasoline.
It takes hydrogen from tanks in the back.
Yeah.
And uses that to make electricity to power the legs.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the article points out that when you use hydrogen to make electricity, the only byproduct is clean water.
Clean water.
Clean water.
So no emissions.
No emissions.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's a huge deal, especially compared to like regular cars and trucks.
Yeah,
I mean, that could be a game changer for the environment.
It could, if we can figure out how to make hydrogen sustainably, you know.
Right, that's the key.
Yeah.
Like, how do we produce all that hydrogen without creating more pollution?
Exactly. But if we can crack that,
Yeah.
this could be the future of off-roading.
Totally imagine it, like exploring the wilderness without leaving any nasty exhaust behind.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. And it even has like a little instrument panel that shows you things like your hydrogen level and your route.
Oh, wow.
And at night, it projects markers onto the ground to show you where to go.
Like a little path.
Yeah, like a little path. It's like straight out of a movie.
It's crazy. They really have thought about everything, haven't they?
They really have.
It's not just about how it moves.
No.
It's about the whole experience.
Yeah, making it safe and easy to use.
Even at night in the wilderness.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So the Daily Mail article, they had this incredible promotional video showing CORLEO like leaping over rough terrain with a rider on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it looked like they were envisioning it as like a really versatile machine.
Yeah.
Like you could take it on mountain trails, open fields, like anything.
I bet that video got people excited.
It did. Tech enthusiasts were like blown away.
I bet.
Some people were saying it looked like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it does sound pretty futuristic.
Yeah, it does.
Like something we'd only see in movies.
Exactly.
And now it's becoming a reality.
Well, not quite a reality yet.
Right, but it's getting closer.
It's getting closer.
It's definitely sparked people's imaginations.
Oh, yeah. And one comment that really stuck with me was from someone who uses a wheelchair. They said that technology like this could be life-changing.
Yeah.
Like it could give them a whole new level of access to nature.
That's a really important point.
It is.
Like, we often think about technology as being cool and innovative,
Right.
but we don't always think about how it can impact people's lives in such a profound way.
Yeah, it really changes your perspective on it.
It does.
But it wasn't all like sunshine and roses.
Oh, what's going to say?
Some people were pretty skeptical.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they were pointing out that the video looked a lot like CGI,
Right.
and that all we've really seen is a static prototype.
So it's not actually moving around yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see why people would be skeptical.
Yeah, it's a big jump from a concept video to a real working machine.
It is. And some people are easily fooled by CGI.
Oh, yeah.
Especially these days.
Especially these days, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
It is.
So, it's understandable that people want to see more.
Yeah, I think Kawasaki needs to show that this is more than just a cool idea.
Yeah, they need to prove that they can actually build this thing.
A hydrogen-powered robotic horse.
Yeah, it's a tall order.
It is.
And the article brought up Boston Dynamics' Spot Mini Robodog.
Spot!
Yeah.
That little yellow robot dog.
Yeah, exactly. And they pointed out that Spot runs on electricity.
Right.
It's much smaller.
Yeah.
And they were already showing off what it could do, like back in 2017.
2017.
2017.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like trotting around, navigating homes, even like getting back up after falling.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those videos.
Yeah, they're pretty impressive.
They are.
But CORLEO's on a whole other level.
Right, it's bigger.
Yeah.
It's carrying people.
Yeah, and it's using hydrogen power.
And it's still just a concept.
Just a concept.
So it's a long way to go before it's as advanced as Spot.
Yeah, Exactly.
But it's exciting to think about the possibilities.
It is.
What if we could all have our own robot horses?
That would be wild.
It would change everything.
It would.
The way we travel, the way we explore, the way we interact with the world.
Okay, well, let's wrap things up here and do a quick recap for our listeners.
Okay.
So Kawasaki's CORLEO is this concept for a hydrogen-powered ride-on vehicle.
Right.
And it has these 4 robotic legs with those cloven hoof-like feet.
Yeah.
And the rear legs are designed like a wolf or a horse.
Right.
And it has stirrups you steer by shifting your weight.
Like a horse.
Like a horse.
It's amazing.
And there's a dashboard that shows you how much hydrogen you have left and where you're going.
Don't forget the best part, it runs on hydrogen.
Yeah.
So the only emission is clean water.
Clean water.
That's huge for the environment.
It is.
And that promotional video we talked about,
Yeah.
it showed CORLEO going all over the place off-road.
Yeah, mountains, field, like every day.
It definitely got people talking.
It did.
Some people were like, this is science fiction come to life.
Yeah.
And others, like, that person in a wheelchair saw it as a way to make the world more accessible.
Right.
Which is really cool.
It is.
But we also have to remember the skepticism. A lot of people pointed out that the video was probably CGI.
Right.
And that all we've really seen is a model that doesn't even move.
Yeah.
It's important to keep that in mind.
It is. And,
Yeah.
and to remember that this is a vision for 2050.
2050.
Yeah, we're a long way off.
We are.
And we talked about Boston Dynamics Spot Mini,
Yeah.
which is already doing some pretty amazing things,
Yeah.
even though it's smaller and runs on electricity.
Right.
So here's something to think about.
Okay.
Kawasaki has this ambitious goal of bringing a hydrogen-powered robo-horse to the world by 2050.
Yeah.
But they've got a lot of work to do.
They do.
What do you think are the biggest challenges they're going to face?
That's a good question.
Like technically, but also like, how would this even change society if it actually happened?
Yeah, like what would it mean for how we live and work and travel?
It's a lot to think about.
It is.
But it's definitely an exciting future to imagine.
It is.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
Yeah, this was a fun one.
It was
Robot horses.
robot horses, who would have thought?
The future is wild.
It is.